In a grand hall filled with aliens from different planets, the atmosphere was tense. Bright lights flickered above as leaders from various species gathered for an important meeting. They came to discuss an ancient story, a myth about humans. Most of the aliens thought humans were just a fairy tale, a race that had vanished from the galaxy long ago. The council believed they were weak and unimportant. Council leader Orkson, a tall alien with shimmering green skin, stood at the front. His voice was deep and commanding. "This myth about humanity is just a story," he declared, waving his hand dismissively. "Humans were never anything special. They disappeared long ago, leaving nothing behind." The other aliens nodded, agreeing with him, but not everyone was convinced. Commander Velan, a young and ambitious alien, listened closely. He had always been fascinated by the tales of humans. Velan had heard stories from old texts that spoke of a powerful race, one that could change the fate of the galaxy. He believed that the legends might be true. "I think we should investigate," Velan said boldly. His bright blue eyes shone with determination. "What if the myth is real? What if humans have a power we do not understand?" The room fell silent as everyone turned to look at him. Some aliens chuckled while others exchanged glances. Orkson raised an eyebrow, clearly annoyed. "You are wasting our time, Commander. Humans are gone and their power is nothing but a dream. We have more important matters to discuss." But Velan was not discouraged. He knew deep down that the truth was out there. After the meeting, he stayed behind, thinking about what to do next. He felt a strong urge to discover the truth about Earth, the long-lost home of humans. If he could prove that the myth was real, he could gain respect among the council and perhaps uncover something powerful. Velan gathered a small team of loyal aliens to accompany him on this mission. They prepared their spaceship for the journey to Earth, even though many of his peers warned him not to go. "You are risking everything for a silly story," they said. But Velan's heart was set. He knew this journey could change everything. As their ship lifted off, Velan gazed out at the stars. Each one represented a possibility, a chance to uncover the truth. He imagined what Earth might be like: abandoned cities, wild animals roaming free, and ancient ruins holding secrets from the past. His heart raced with excitement and fear. After a long journey through space, the team finally approached Earth. The planet looked quiet and dark, covered in clouds. But as they got closer, strange signals started to interfere with their ship's systems. Lights blinked, alarms rang, and the crew felt a sudden jolt. "Something is wrong," shouted Zara, a tech expert on Velan's team. She hurried to fix the controls, her fingers flying over the buttons. "We're losing power! We need to stabilize the ship." Velan gripped the armrest of his seat. "What could it be? Is it a storm?" "No, it feels different," Zara replied, her brow furrowed. "It's like something is watching us." Just then, the ship broke through the clouds, revealing a broken landscape below. The remnants of cities lay in ruins, overtaken by trees and vines. Velan's heart sank at the sight. Where were the signs of life? Had humanity truly vanished? They landed in a clearing, and Velan stepped out, taking a deep breath. The air was thick with mystery. He felt an electric charge in the atmosphere, as if the very ground beneath him held secrets. "Stay close," he ordered his team. "Let's find out what happened here." As they walked through the dense forest, Velan felt a strange pull towards an ancient structure in the distance. It looked like an old temple covered in moss and vines. What if this was where humanity hid their power? The legend of the humans had drawn him here, and he was determined to uncover the truth, no matter what dangers lay ahead. Little did they know, they were about to awaken a force that had been sleeping for centuries, a force that would change the fate of the galaxy forever. The alien ship hovered above the broken landscape of Earth, its metal body glinting in the faint light. Velan, full of excitement and anxiety, looked out the window. "We're finally here," he whispered. "This is Earth." The other members of his team gathered around, their faces a mix of wonder and fear. Zara, the tech expert, adjusted her glasses. "It looks different from what I imagined." "Where are all the people?" she asked, peering closer. As they descended, the ship shook slightly. Velan's heart raced. "Prepare for landing," he called out, gripping the controls. He maneuvered the ship down carefully, searching for a safe place. The ground below was covered in thick trees and tangled vines. They found a clearing near what looked like a ruined city. "This will do," Velan said, landing the ship gently. The engines quieted and a tense silence filled the cabin. Velen took a deep breath. Let's go. As they stepped out, they were hit by a wave of cool, fresh air. The ground felt soft beneath their feet, covered in moss and fallen leaves. Zara quickly checked her devices, trying to pick up any signals or signs of life. This is strange, she muttered. I'm not detecting any energy sources nearby. It's like the planet is holding its breath. Velen nodded, his eyes scanning the surroundings. Towering trees surrounded them, and in the distance, crumbling buildings peeked through the branches. We need to find something, anything, that tells us what happened here, he said. They started walking toward the ruins, their footsteps muffled by the soft earth. The eerie quiet made Velen uneasy. Stay alert, he warned. We don't know what could be lurking in these woods. As they approached the city, Velen noticed how nature had reclaimed the land. Vines wrapped around skyscrapers and flowers grew from cracks in the pavement. It was beautiful but also sad. Once this place was full of life and now it was silent. Suddenly Zara stopped. Look, she shouted, pointing to a large building ahead. That looks like an old technology center. Curious, the team hurried over. The building was mostly intact, with shattered windows and walls covered in strange symbols. Valen's heart raced. Maybe we can find answers inside. They pushed through the broken door, entering a dark hallway. Zara switched on a small light, illuminating the dust-covered floor. The air was thick with the smell of old machines and forgotten dreams. As they explored, Velen noticed large machines covered in dust. These must be human creations, he said, marveling at their design. They looked advanced, yet they were old, like relics from another time. Zara walked over to one of the machines, brushing off the dust. I think I can get this one working, she said, excitement bubbling in her voice. If I can just access the mainframe, we might find some records of what happened here. Velen watched her work, feeling a mix of hope and fear. What if they uncovered something that changed everything? After a few moments, Zara's fingers danced across the controls. Lights flickered to life, casting a dim glow in the room. Suddenly, a voice echoed from the machine. Welcome, accessing historical records. Please wait. The team held their breath, their hearts pounding in their chests. Velen felt a chill run down his spine. This is it, he whispered. We might learn the truth. The machine began to show images on a screen. Pictures of humans, their cities, and their technology flashed before their eyes. Velen felt a sense of connection to these beings, despite the vast differences between them. But then the images changed. They showed chaos, humans running, ships in the sky, and bright flashes of light. Valen's eyes widened as he realized what he was seeing. Destruction. What happened? He gasped. Suddenly, the machine shut down, plunging them back into darkness. Zara shook her head, frustrated. No! I was just getting started. Valen's mind raced. We need to find more! We can't stop now. There must be more records, more answers. Determined, the team pressed on deeper into the building, searching for any clues about the fate of humanity. Each step felt heavier, filled with the weight of history. They knew they were on the brink of discovering something important, something that could change their understanding of the galaxy forever. As they moved forward, Velen could feel the air around them crackling with energy. Little did they know, they were about to awaken a long-lost power that could turn the tide of their mission. The team moved deeper into the old technology center, their hearts pounding with excitement and fear. Velen led the way, his mind racing with questions. What had happened to the humans? Why had they disappeared? He could almost feel the answers hiding in the shadows, waiting to be discovered. Zara continued to check her devices, hoping to find any sign of life or energy. This place is full of surprises, she said, her eyes wide. If we can just access more data, we might understand what caused the chaos. They entered a large room filled with strange machines. Some were covered in dust, while others still had lights flickering. Velen felt a mix of wonder and sadness. These machines had once been the pride of humanity. Now they were forgotten, just like the people who had created them. Suddenly, a loud noise echoed through the building, shaking the walls. What was that? Velen asked, his heart racing. The team froze, exchanging nervous glances. I don't know, Zara said, her voice barely above a whisper. But it came from down that hallway. As they left the room, Velen felt the weight of their mission pressing down on him. They were now guardians of a powerful secret, and their journey was only just beginning. The team stood in the dim light of the old technology center, their minds racing with the weight of what they had discovered. Valen felt a mix of excitement and fear. The sleeping giant had the potential to change everything, but it also held great danger. "We need to figure out how to control this power," he said, turning to Zara and the others. "If we awaken it without understanding, we could cause destruction." Zara nodded, still staring at the machine. "But we can't ignore it either. This is humanity's legacy. We owe it to them to explore it." They gathered around the console, where the holographic image of the man had appeared before. Zara began to type again, searching for more information. "Let's see if there's a manual or a guide for controlling the power." As she worked, Valen looked around the room. The walls were covered in strange symbols. Some he recognized and others he did not. It was clear that this place was once alive with activity. "What if there's something in the symbols?" he asked. "Maybe they hold clues to understanding the power." "Good idea," Zara replied, her fingers still flying over the keys. "If we can decipher these symbols, we might learn how to handle the power safely." They all began examining the symbols, trying to make sense of them. Kira, the team's linguist, leaned closer to one of the walls. "Some of these look like ancient languages," she said. "I think I can translate a few." "Start with those," Valen encouraged. "Every bit of information could help us." As Kira translated the symbols, Zara found a file on the console labeled Power Control Protocols. "I found something!" she shouted, excitement ringing in her voice. "It looks like a guide on how to manage the power." They crowded around her as she opened the file. "It says we need to connect our minds to the machine," Zara explained. "It mentions asynchronization process. If we can synchronize with the sleeping giant, we can awaken it safely. But how do we connect our minds?" Valen asked, his heart racing. "Is that even possible?" "I think it is," Zara said, reading further. "It says we must focus our thoughts and intentions on the machine. We need to show that we understand its purpose and value." Valen felt a sense of determination wash over him. "Then let's do it." "We have to be brave. This is our chance to unlock the power of humanity." Zara nodded, her eyes shining. "We need to take turns. Each of us will connect and share our thoughts. It might work better if we all focus together." They agreed to start with Valen. He stepped up to the machine, feeling its energy pulsing beneath his fingertips. Taking a deep breath, he closed his eyes and focused on the power inside. "I want to learn," he thought. "I want to understand." As he concentrated, he felt a warm sensation spread through him. The machine responded, vibrating gently as if it were acknowledging him. Suddenly, he saw images in his mind, visions of humanity, their struggles, and their triumphs. He felt their hopes and dreams, and it filled him with a sense of purpose. "Open your heart," a voice whispered in his mind. "Only through understanding can you awaken the power." Valen opened his eyes, feeling changed. He stepped back, panting slightly. "It worked!" he exclaimed. "I felt their strength, their love for each other. This power is not just about destruction. It is about unity and hope." Next, Zara took her turn, standing before the machine with determination. She closed her eyes and focused. "I believe in humanity," she thought. "I believe we can use this power for good." The machine glowed brighter, and Zara's face lit up with wonder. When she stepped back, she grinned. "I saw a vision of us using the power to rebuild the Earth. We can help restore what was lost." Kira went next, sharing her thoughts about knowledge and understanding. "Humanity is always seeking to learn," she said. "Let us use this power to explore the stars and protect our home." As each member took their turn, the machine responded positively, glowing brighter with each connection. They shared their thoughts and dreams, bonding over the belief that humanity could achieve greatness if they worked together. Finally, they stood together united. The machine hummed with energy, and they could feel its power building. "We're ready," Valen said, looking at the others. "Let's awaken the giant together." They placed their hands on the console, focusing their minds and hearts. "Awaken!" they shouted in unison. "We honor humanity's legacy." With a final surge of energy, the machine exploded in light. The room filled with warmth, and the team felt a powerful connection to the sleeping giant. They knew they had done it. They had awakened humanity's secret power. But as the light faded, a new feeling washed over them. They sensed a presence, ancient and powerful, watching them. The sleeping giant had awakened, and they were no longer alone. As the light from the machine faded, the team stood in awe. They felt the presence of the sleeping giant, now awake and aware. The air crackled with energy, and Valen could sense its power coursing through him. But they knew they weren't alone. Danger was still looming. Suddenly, a loud alarm blared through the technology center, shattering the moment of wonder. "What's happening?" Zara shouted, her eyes wide with fear. "Is the machine malfunctioning?" Velen quickly checked the console. "No, it's detecting something outside." "We're not safe here," he said. "We need to move!" The team rushed to the exit, their hearts racing. As they emerged from the building, they were met with a terrifying sight. A fleet of alien ships hovered above the ruins, their dark forms blocking out the sun. The aliens had come to reclaim the power of humanity for themselves. "Prepare for battle!" A booming voice echoed from the lead ship. It was the alien commander, a towering figure with sharp features and glowing red eyes. "You have awakened something that does not belong to you!" Valen felt a surge of anger. "We are the rightful heirs of this power!" he shouted back. "We will not let you take it." The alien ships descended, weapons charging. The team quickly retreated behind the remains of the technology center, searching for cover. Zara turned to Valen, her face filled with determination. "We need to fight back! We can use the power of the giant!" "Yes," Valen replied, his heart pounding. "We have to harness its energy to defend ourselves." They rushed back to the machine, knowing it was their only hope. As they gathered around the console, they could feel the power pulsing beneath their fingertips. Valen took a deep breath and focused. "We can do this together!" Zara nodded, placing her hand on the console. "We'll channel the power to create a shield. It can protect us from their attacks." Kira joined in, closing her eyes and thinking of unity. "We are stronger together," she said. "Let our minds connect and amplify the power." With their hands on the console, they concentrated, feeling the energy flowing through them. The machine responded, glowing brighter as the team shared their thoughts and intentions. The air shimmered around them, forming a protective barrier. "Now!" Velen shouted, his voice filled with urgency. "We need to counterattack." The alien ships opened fire, but their blasts hit the barrier and shattered against it. Velen felt exhilarated. "It's working! We can fight back!" Zara focused on the console, trying to direct the power. "Let's show them what humanity can do!" she cried. With a surge of energy, they unleashed a wave of light that shot toward the alien fleet. The energy struck the lead ship, causing it to explode in a brilliant flash. The other ships faltered, their crew in shock. Valen could see panic spreading among the aliens. "Keep it going," he urged. "We can turn the tide." As the team continued to channel the power, they felt their confidence grow. They fought back against the aliens with waves of energy, each blast fueled by their unity and determination. One by one, the enemy ships fell, their dark forms crumbling to the ground. But the alien commander would not be defeated so easily. With a roar of anger, he activated his ship's shield and charged toward them. "You cannot defeat me!" he bellowed. "I will claim this power!" Velen felt a chill run down his spine. They had to stop him. "We need to focus all our energy on him," he shouted. "This is our chance!" The team gathered their strength, pushing all their power into a single blast. Velen could feel the energy building within them, a force unlike anything they had ever experienced. They aimed their attack at the alien commander, determination in their hearts. "Now!" Zara yelled, and they released the energy in a brilliant surge of light. It shot through the air, hitting the commander's ship with incredible force. The alien ship trembled and then erupted into a fiery explosion. The commander's furious roar faded as he was consumed by the blast. With the lead ship destroyed, the remaining alien vessels retreated, disappearing into the sky. The team stood in stunned silence, their hearts racing from the battle. They had defended their legacy and awakened the power of humanity. "We did it!" Kira shouted, her voice filled with joy. "We fought back and won!" Velen turned to his friends, a smile spreading across his face. "Yes! Together, we unlock the true power of humanity. We can protect our home and explore the stars!" As they celebrated their victory, the machine behind them pulsed with energy, a symbol of hope for the future. They understood that this was only the beginning. With the power of humanity now in their hands, they could face any challenge that lay ahead. And together, they would continue to unlock the secrets of their legacy, guiding humanity into a new era of strength and unity.